it like rocket fuel.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check 53, Mark. Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Listen to me. 53 to Mark. 53. Check 53. Hey, shoot.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's complete to Sharp. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he finds Cook. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Cousins throw complete to Thielen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. It's caught, Smith. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins. The quick slant caught. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Now Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The set, 780. Great.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw, Cousins, setting up the screen for Cook. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Let him know. Shit.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 6-0 our score after 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's able to put it through. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Lucky. Watch the safety creep. 20. He's checking. Gun.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
20.
On 1st down, Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. For the younger fans watching this, you might think Vikings, Chiefs, and not see a lot of history in this game. But this is part of the NFL 100 series because these two teams met way back in Super Bowl IV with the Chiefs winning their first and only Super Bowl title. The Vikings, of course, still yet to win a title, even though they made it 4 times to the final game back in that time period. They were in Super Bowl IV, 8, 9, and 11, but went 0 for 4 in those affairs. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Newton now to throw. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
54 Mike. You got nothing in there.
3rd and long. It's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. First down, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Ready?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Play action. It's Newton. They complete it to Hill. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Gets this one to Hill. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings it 3rd and 3.
Dang, baby. Bang, 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 bang.
Newton on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep playing.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what...
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Newton now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded at the 2. And he's got some space here. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead is up to 15 now. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins lets it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. 33 yards that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They run, Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
They'll run for it with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and goal, Cousins. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Taken from just outside the 30. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins forced out to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
A 1st down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Play action now. Cousins out to his left. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Cousins gives way to Cook, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. They run again on 1st down. Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Throwing, Cousins. It's a foot race. 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he finds Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. And the completed pass, but for no gain, stops right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Cousins, it's caught. Smith. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Cousins again. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Cousins. That is caught inside the 5. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Cousins to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
3rd and goal for Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping there's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now Cousins. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Wow, evasive.
Make them miss.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run here with Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
It's Eckler again, finding some room at midfield. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Newton to throw. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. They will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.